Is that a mean thing to do? Stick my hand out there but not actually say anything? I just realized I didn't mute my computer and I didn't want to say anything. Hello, people. I am not on camera tonight because this was very impromptu, and because I am the first batch of you know what, because it's Christmas. Hello, Tamara. Started today, so I have a bandana tied on my head because I like to make sure my hair stays contained when I make treats for people. I'm sure they appreciate it too. So yeah, so we're not showing you my ninja look that I got going. I know, as soon as I did it, I'm like, oh, that's so mean. But I was so excited. Did I say hello? This is Tracey, Stampin' Up demonstrator and friendly neighborhood paper pusher. Yeah, I was so excited because my stuff finally came about an hour ago. Like, not even that early. Normally it's like supper time. It was very late today. And then I said, I'll see you in 5. And I don't know if it was 5 minutes or not, because I'm just about to hit the live button and the dog loses his mind over, I don't know, somebody outside doing something. I couldn't see anything, but heaven forbid there was a noise. It's not so much that I'm a chicken, it's just distractingly ridiculous looking right now. Just a minute here. There you go. There's my ninja look that keeps my hair back. Okay. Besides which, I need as much, my computer's really low. I need as much space as possible to show the kits. So I've had such a busy day. Messages like crazy. Back and forth. Took my son to scrape my nephew's driveway because he shoveled it last night. And then he said there's lots of ice there. So he sent him a message saying, you got ice on your driveway. I shoveled it, but I'll go back tomorrow and scrape all the ice off. So he got paid twice, 2 days in a row, which, that's his incentive. But he did not look like he was having a good time with that little ice scraper scraping that big double driveway, but he did it and he got paid and he's all happy now. And but anyways, we did that. And like I said, I don't want to say the word on on live because I'm afraid somebody will mistake it. The Christmas crack production started today. There's just so many things going on. So, okay, I think I've stalled long enough. I'm hoping that as much as I don't know a ton about, technology, I hope most people that, like to tune in for the who knows what's going to happen when I show up live and ramble, have subscribed and hit the little bell, the notification button, so that when I do just all of a sudden decide to go live on YouTube, you get a little ding. Okay, so we have 2 new kits. It's free shipping. I am capitalizing on free shipping as much as possible. I'm telling everybody I know, if there's something I can think of they wanted, it's free shipping day today. Today's the day to go. And I might have one more order to go tonight. So it's a perfect opportunity if you just have like a little thing or a couple things, or let's say a kid or 2 you want to add. You can't meet the $100 minimum on your own to get the free shipping. Let's group it all together. Yeah, orders are shipping, like leaving Stampin' Up quickly. They just seem to be taking their time once they get here, because I think our poor courier guys are just overworked right now. So bless them for going, and it's cold and snowy, and so bless them for continuing to work. But yeah, so no guarantee these would get here by Christmas, but if they did, wouldn't that be awesome? Ooh, this is nice. This is bigger than I thought. I was worried this was going to be too small. I haven't opened either one of these kits because it's so much more fun to just wing it live. So, okay, this is I already forgot what it's called. It's a perpetual calendar, but I'm not here. Just let me grab my little book. I am somewhat organized. It's just called Perpetual Beauty Calendar. So we're looking at this one here. 34. I think the other one that we're going to show you after is also 34. So they're both 34. Oh, that one's 27. Okay. Plus shipping and tax. Is that right? That seems like that's not right. Oh well, I obviously must have done it. Anyways, today you save the shipping. So on a $30 kit, you're saving like almost $4. So every bit counts these days. Anyways, Perpetual Beauty. Okay. Oh, fun stuff. I also, it's so funny. The first world problems. This box is a different size than all the other kit boxes. Every now and again, they come out with a kit that's a different size box, and it does not fit in my storage system well. So buy these, take them out of the box, use them right away, because then you don't have to try to store the odd shaped box. Life advice and crafting all at once. Okay, there we go. So Pretty Peacock is the ink spot. Oh, I like this. These are nice, good capital letter. There must be a little thing in here, right? Let's keep looking and I'll see if I can look at how pretty this is. Just get my proper scissors for opening packaging. Okay, so these kits are all inclusive. So you know they're coming with ink spot, stamp set, block for your stamps, and then all the bits and pieces. The beauties in the bits and pieces that you need. Oh, I was gonna say, and instructions. I was gonna find the right package. Oh, look at these. Okay, so we got things to stamp the month on, and nice little background accent pieces, and lots of little leaves and die cuts here. Ooh, this appears to be either bronze or rose gold. I can never tell first off, but look, shiny. Oh, beautiful watercolor. Look at that. These are my favorite. Look how pretty those are. Okay, I was hoping there'd be the little stamp thing. I haven't found it yet, but it doesn't mean there isn't one. Okay, so, oh, and this is hard. Oh, that's even better. Oh, there it is right there. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Again, different shaped cellophane. In this case, though, I'm happy because these little cello bags, you never know what you have to put in them. So I always save them. But now we have a different shape one. We have a long one. Okay, so this is the stamp set. I just ordered the English one, but you can obviously order it in other colors, other languages. But anyways, that shows you because it's easier trying to see the see-through. So there you go. You can use those for all sorts of organizing and stuff. I have package opening scissors. Have we never had this discussion before? This is for package. This is for paper. Well, those ones are just fancy. This is for anything with adhesive on it. And this is for ribbon. Yes, I have scissors. Very specific scissors. And yes, it is a very bad idea to use the wrong scissors for the wrong. Even Merrick comes in here, my son, to use things. And I'll be like, he says, I need scissors to open this. And I'm like, well, you know where they are. Which color? Because he's afraid to grab the wrong color handle and use it on his packaging. Do not mess with my good scissors. Okay, very good instructions. I'm not going to put this one together because it's too many months, and I want to take the time with it and play. But you can see all the different die cuts. Very good instructions. I'm going to just show you the actual thing. But look at how pretty these are. Oh, so there's the little white pieces I showed you. You get to stamp on, and then there's little colored ones in the background. And here's all the die cuts that I was showing you. And then based on that picture, I'm going to assume the little round. This is so incredibly pretty, you guys. So pretty. Oh, and look at this. I was going to say this is a little bit wonky, but it's not. It just moves back and forth. It's got a little hanger. So I can't flip my camera because I'll never get it back where it's supposed to be, but I have a whole system of hooks on the wall with little mini clipboards. It's very funny. I'm not on camera right now, but I'm pointing in case you were wondering. So I can just hang this right up with the rest of them. Oh, look at that. Love it. Okay. Totally distracting. Yep. See, there's your little circles. So for January, because, you know, all the best people are born in January. Well, and, you know, and July, maybe. So there's 2 lines per date. So it goes all the way from 1 to 31. So you just get to go. Once, you know, put your little embellishment and make this all nice and pretty. And then we'll just go down here and we'll go Tracey B-Day. Actually, I don't really have to write birthday because I know I'm mostly writing birthdays in here. If it was an anniversary, a memorial date, weddings, stamp anniversaries, whatever, you might want to have your own little system for writing things. But for the most part, if I put somebody's name down, that means that's their birthday. And you got lots of room to write. And then, so in December, you look at January's and see what's coming up. Oh, look at that. I like how they move the little circles around. Oh, this is awesome. So I think this is going to make an awesome gift, personally. Look at that. Woo! And so you could either have the crafting fun yourself, put it together and just give it to somebody as a gift, or you could give them the whole package and give them the gift of a very useful calendar and, hour or so of fun crafting. So there we go. Perpetual Beauty calendar kits. Shipping is free today. Have I mentioned that enough times this week? Seriously, you think it's bad for free shipping? If they ever, for any reason, oops, that's really high. My hands are really high. If for any reason they ever have like a tax-free day, oh my goodness, I hate paying taxes even more than I hate paying shipping. You just wait till you see how many times I tell you, oh my goodness, that it's free shipping. Okay, this kit I was so excited about. I'm such a stamping nerd, as my sister calls me. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, I can't wait to show you this. Okay, early espresso. I'm going to put one of these together because I want to see them. That's the step set, but I'm going to find the thing in a minute. Oh, just a minute because the right scissors. Because everything, I was trying to pick the block up to take it out because the block is not the most exciting part of this kit, but everything is cellophane together in here. Okay, so we have a block, we have some dimensionals. Oh, we have little strips. Oh yes, boxes. There's usually some interesting things in there. Oh, this is probably my favorite embellishment of the entire Stampin' Up! Line in the history of 13 years of Stampin' Up! Linen thread. Totally top of my list. Fun fact about Tracey while we go. Hey, oh, look at these pretty little boxes. So this is the Cherry Blossom Treat Box Kit. And you see how cute they look? Oh, you should see them in person. Okay, here's what I was looking for. Then I got more cellophane everywhere. Every time I say the word cellophane, squirrel, it reminds me of the movie Chicago, where John C. Reilly, because I don't think I've ever seen that live. I think I've just seen the movie version of it. Has a song called Mr. Cellophane, which he does an awesome job of. But every time I say the word cellophane, that is what pops into my head. So anyways, this is the, this is the step set that comes with it. So you can do all the cherry blossom, a little bit of spatter, and then you've got just these 4 stamps are awesome. After you're done your kit, look at how much stuff you're going to get to do with these. Thank you. Oops. Thank you. Best wishes for you and sweet baby. Yes. If I knew someone who was having a little baby shower, could make these treat boxes for the baby shower. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look how pretty they are. And the tops are going to be like intertwined fancy. Okay. I'm just gonna forgot to show you the instructions. I really should look at instructions, but oh God, these are so pretty. Okay. Look at how good these instructions are. So it shows you all your little bits and pieces, right? So it tells you on here, stamp this, and then use this one to stamp this, and this one to stamp this, and this one to stamp this, and then stamp your sentiment. They give you a choice, and that's how you make your tags to go on the front. And then it shows you how to put the box together and tie it on. We're gonna move that as we go. Oh, look at that. So pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna make one of them, but I am gonna make one of them. Trying to keep it short tonight. Because then when you're done, you guys all need to, send me your messages and say, oh my God, you were right. Give me 10 of them. Because again, you know what? And I realize it is total craft math, but you save money, which means you should spend more money because you're saving so much money by not paying shipping, right? What is it, Tamara? You always say you can't afford not to save this much money. Okay, I'm going to use this as my little background. So I need 2 of those. So I've just put my instructions over top of all my blocks. How many blocks am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, if I could count. Okay, so you only get 1 block in your kit, but lucky for me, because this will help us with speed. Speed being of the essence. Just take 5 blocks. It will go much faster if I don't have to change the stamps out in between. So, but hey, did you know it was free shipping? If you want to, order extra blocks. That's what I did at first. When I first started, I got 1 set of blocks, like each size, because who knew what ones I needed. And then I had to pause for a moment and think, I'm going to make them thank yous. You can never have too many thank yous. And then every time I was like, oh, I have to spend just a little bit more to qualify for this or that or the other thing. every time, then I would order another block. And now, whoo, have I got blocks. Plus I buy just about every kit, so I have all those blocks too. Okay, this one I actually need. This is the kit size. I need something or kit size. This is the block size that comes in the kit. So your biggest stamp in there is always going to fit on this size block. Sometimes they're smaller and I just have little smaller ones, but so this is the biggest size, but this is the exact block that comes in the kit. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. These are so nice. Some of these blocks are way bigger than they need to be. Okay, so we'll put the rest of those away. And because you don't want to see me, there's the Stampin' spots are not hard to open, and yet I will spend a good amount of time fighting to get that thing open. So we'll just take my big stamp pad that I have. Okay. Move them all out of the way now. First, so the one thing people always ask, so they come like this, and I don't know if it's my old eyes or my progressives or whatever it is, but I find it really hard to stamp in here because I find it harder to see where the edges are and like where, because it's white on white, right? So I always pop my pieces out. Some people do them right while they're still in there, but nope, I pop them out. The other thing I do, and in this case, this is the cardboard off the back, but sometimes it's a sheet of leftover printer paper or it's an actual grid paper that I use. But I like with photopolymer to stamp it up a couple times and then just kind of twist it into the paper because that clears off all of the manufacturing sediment that's left. And then I can get a nice clean image when I stamp. And this is darker and I want it to and a little bit solid, so I want it to go. Ta-da! So that's going to go on a dimensional. Just grab my dimensionals here as I reach across everything. That's going to go on a dimensional. You have big ones in the kits, but I personally, even with the big ones, I would cut it in half. I don't like to put just one dimensional right in the middle of something. I like to have two so they don't twist around. So I have dimensionals on that. And then so you know what's interesting is there's little flowers on this part of the stamp, and then this part is just branches. But because we have stamps for the other things, it's actually telling you, if you look at the picture, which I decided for today I will, just because these are so pretty, I want you to see the actual thing. So if we do it right, like they're showing us to, we are stamping off of the thing. So the part with the little flowers is not on there, but when you go to make these later, you can make them with the little flowers and the bigger ones. Oh, this is a cool stamp. Oops, I drop it on my shirt. So we did that one. And then I got a teeny tiny flower. That, oh, you know what? It's so funny because, okay, if I was paying more attention, I was so busy looking at where I was lining up. But you see these little spots? They've actually got it lined up. So the flower goes over the spots. So then it looks like the flower's already colored in. And I was supposed to do it like a little straighter up and down so that these little spots there would have been, oh, it never focuses when I hold it close. Jot out the background there. Sound effects, because that makes it look better. Right here, I just needed to just turn it a little bit. But that's okay, it turns out well. But look at that, I did it. I just by fluke lined up the other ones. So snap that. And then I'm putting a little bit of speckles on. And it does not necessarily say to do it, but I like to stamp off so they're just a little bit lighter. We're just going to give some speckles there. I'm putting the big flower in the middle. That's why we're not. And if you didn't want to have this raised up one, if you took this stamp and went right in the middle, there's a little spot there with ink on it that you would get. And then, and ideally, if you were really, I'm going to do this, if you were really thinking about it, you maybe would have started with your thank you to make sure you left yourself enough room. But in the stamping gods must be happy with me today because I left exactly the right amount of room. Okay, so we'll move all that out, close that up. Look at how easily those tags go together, and they are just pretty. to take my little backings off my dimensionals now. Oh, this one is that backing is really enjoying its day. So we now have little dimension there. If I could, oh, maybe if I do this, there won't be enough background. There we go. So there we go. I got a little bit of dimension there. Look at how pretty that tag is. Like I said, if I had made this just a bit straighter up and down, those would have lined up over top of there, but these ones did. Oh, so pretty. Okay. Pieces everywhere right now. Then I told you this little box here. I have tear and tape, which is basically what I use for all 3D things. So this is like little mini tear and tapes. There's little strips here. Oops, I'm off camera. There's little strips there. So we are going to give this a little fold. And there's a little, there's a very obvious little tab over here, which is right where they go. I'm going to pull that off. You want to put it as close as you can to the score line in this instance, because then you don't get a gap there. You want to have it as like smooth as you can. Probably should have folded the bottom down before I took that piece off, but that's okay. So this is one of those boxes. It takes me 2 or 3 minutes to remember how. Okay, so we want the sides to go in first, and then we want this piece, and then we want this piece. We're gonna pop that one down. But these boxes, Stampin' Up! Is just genius with their designs. So you should be able to just fold the tab in. This is what's the adhesive on it. Fold the boxes in half, and this is where it's going to line up. So you should be able to just fold it in half. But I'm going to make sure that I'm lining up that seam and that one there. But then see how I can just fold my box in half and I can put it down and get a nice seal. Because they're clever that way. Was I supposed to fold something there? No, I don't think so. I think I don't want to curve these because I don't want to rip my flowers off. But you can just use like your hand a little bit and give them a nice little bend. This is pretty sturdy cardboard. This cardstock, or this is thicker than cardstock. It's nice. Okay, so I'm going to put the 2 sides in. It's funny, it doesn't actually show you that, but I just know that from other boxes of the same design. Put the 2 little kind of side flaps in. Put the big catcher part in. And then, which I think maybe it's this way. Which one hides it better? Yeah. Okay, sorry, I did that this way. So we're going to put the bottom, the catcher first. Then I'm going to put my 2 flaps down. And you're going to go just a little bit past it so that it, sorry, I keep pulling myself off camera, so that it goes past. And then when you pop everything back up, you have a very secure, nice, neat bottom. Would you like to see my bottom again? Yeah, seriously, late at night, this is how I get. Okay, so we got the big flap with the catcher in it. We're going to bend it first. Then we're going to take the 2 sides. Then we're going to take our tab, I guess it is. And we're going to push down just enough to get the tab into the catcher. And then we'll just use our hand or a bone fold or something from below and push it up. Ta-da! Look at that. That's so awesome. And then these 2 without the flower fold in. And the 2 flower pieces, this one is got a little cut this way and the other one's cut the other way. So we're going to push these down. And we're just going to use our little, I'm using 2 fingers to hold them over. Look at this. Okay, sorry. Before I do that, the hole for the flower. No, I can tie it around afterwards. I was going to I better make sure that I don't have to tie that string on first. Okay, so we're just going to use our fingers to hold these 2 down. Just kind of twist these apart a little, and the 2 slots will just fit together. They're like little paper dolls. I'm trying not to bend my flower too much. There we go. Okay, the problem is I'm trying to do it on camera and then I can't see what I'm doing. So let me just. Okay, this is going to be the hardest part of putting the kit together. Oh, see, I wasn't patient and I ripped it. But I can tell you But if I hadn't ripped it, these little guys join like this. Oh, too pretty. I have to, I can fix that, but I have to make them join because you have to see how cute they are when they all go together. Look at, I'm going to show you how fast they go together because look at this. Boom. Other one's going. These, seriously, the printing on here, like the, oh, they're so, so nice. I am going to make these and I might have them as event favors at something, but if not, I made little gingerbread houses a couple of weeks ago and put just a couple little caramels in them, chocolate covered caramel in them. And then I took them with me. I took them around wherever I was going. And the one place that I had like the last little bit of them, and I just gave them to people randomly. The one guy was so excited that I had given him these caramels because the caramels happened to be his favorite. And it was so funny to see how excited he was. But so I'm going to take this. Sorry, I just did the same thing. I'm going to take this off screen though, so I can see what I'm doing and not tear it this time. So the last place I went was the tire shop, and the guys at the tire shop. See, there you go. If I do it, it goes together. I made the first one look way harder than it needed to be. I just needed to pull it where I could see it. Look at how pretty that is. Anyways, the guys at the tire shop were so impressed, and he's looking and he's like, "Look at the detail on these little houses! Oh my god!" And he was so excited to get these boxes. It just makes my day when somebody's that happy about a piece, some folded paper. So I will likely throw some. Oh, that's what I should have checked. Usually when I do treat holders, I give you like a whole list of, hey, what will fit in this treat holder? So for sure, a Ferrero Rocher. I'll do that afterwards. There we go. I gotta just find the start of my thread. Oh, that's not it. Again, you don't want to watch me spinning around looking for the start of my thread. You know I've got rolls and rolls of the stuff already open. So it says on here to cut 12 inches. I will tell you if that's the right amount, because sometimes they tell you to cut way more than you need. If you're not good at tying bows, though, you want to make sure your twine is longer than you think, because if you cut it too short and it's just long enough and you're trying to struggle with it, it is so much easier to do it with a longer one. So we're just going to thread this through. And we're just going to tie it around our little, you guys, these are so pretty. So pretty. It says on here they're about 2 inches by 2 inches by 2 inches, but I'll show you in a minute what that gets you, just to give you visuals. But yeah, we're just tying this on with just a bow tie. Again, because I like to make things challenging for myself, I'm doing it backwards just so I can try to do it on screen. And then we'll just fix our ends because I made that way too big. So this leaves you quite the long loopy bow hanging down, but it looks so pretty. Look at that. Where'd my little board go? Block out my background. Look at that. So there's my little bow hanging out on the backside. You could tie it on this side too, I guess. And my little thank you. Oh my god, I love these. Okay, so here's the open one that I was too rough with. And just so you know, oh, there we go. If you are impatient like myself, I am pretty sure that all you're going to need is a little piece of tear and tape and line up the part that you were too impatient with. There we go. And it is fixed. Okay, let me just see what I did with my Ferrero Rochers. That's what I'm looking for. But I have no idea where they are on my desk. Or in my office, I should say. Oh, there they are. They're right underneath the other treats I was making, but I was putting Ferrero Rochers in. The reason I want to buy the actual ones is because I'm curious if you can get 2 of them in here. Because I will tell you, there's the Ferrero Rocher, and it is definitely bigger than one of them. But I'm not sure if you could actually get 2 of them in here. You know what? I think if you put them in like this, like kind of back to back, you might be able to. I mean, you could just put one in. Nobody's saying you have to put two, but there's more than enough room. Like more than one of them will rattle around quite a bit in there. Yep, pretty sure you could get two of them in there. Let's just go with Chips Ahoy. Too big, not going to fit. These are bigger than usual tea bags. I'm not sure if you folded a tea bag in half, you could cram it in there, but that's not what we're going for either. I just have a lot of tea bags on my desk. On a teetotaler. So these are the little Biscoff cookies. Oh, and I almost thought you could get one in there if you could get it at an angle, but not quite. If you're giving them at Christmas, though, certainly could fit the little mini candy canes in it. Again, I have no idea where I got these little mini Mentos, but ooh, I can fit all 4 rolls of those in there. Candies, tons of candies. Kisses, Hershey's Kisses. I don't have any of those. I put them all in the other treat holders I just finished making. You could get, oh, I would say 6 or 8. So yeah, you could put a fair bit in one of these little guys. You could put, I know they're very popular, and I the name escaped me all of a sudden, but the little round balls that have the lip balm in them, EOS, something like that. One of those would for sure fit in there. I'm trying to think of things I can put in here to give you an idea how big they are. What do I do with my other kit? Sometimes it's, I mean, I say 2 inches by 2 inches by 2 inches, but sometimes that's not the visual that you need. Okay, so if I stacked 2 Stampin' spots on top of each other. So it will easily close with the 2 Stampin' spots in there, but there's room around them. So you can have a bigger square than that. So I would think the chocolates that I can't remember the name of, the flat ones. They're like little flat one, Ghirardelli chocolates. I'm pretty sure you could put a couple of those in there. Anyways, this is just, oh my goodness, I love this little kit. Okay, so that's been my half hour. I'm going to stop rambling now. So the Cherry Blossom kit and Perpetual Calendar kits are both the 2 newest kits from the kit collection. There's still lots of stuff left on the last chance rack. There's 20 some items that have sold out, bunch on low inventory. The rest are all still there. There's just so much good stuff to be had, even just in the regular stuff that's not going anywhere. So if you want to take advantage of free shipping, let me know within the next, it's 9 o'clock, give me 2 hours. By 11 o'clock, I'm going to start cycling down, having my tea and reading my book. And so whatever I've heard by then, I will put in. But yeah, if you want either one of these kits or anything else on the list, just pop me a message and I will get in that last order for the free shipping so we can all save us some money. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. And we'll join you at our regularly scheduled time next Tuesday. All right. Take care. Bye.